College can be stressful, and everyday students are looking for unique ways to improve their mental health. The University of Southern Mississippi's Department of Housing and Residence Life worked closely with the Office for Disability Accommodations to offer housing for emotional support animals. This option creates a safe environment and mental safe space for those who might need assistance. Let's talk about the increase of emotional support animals and how these animals give USM residents a new meaning to college life. Here on Southern Summarized.
Emotional support animal, what they do, provide companionship for students when they feel like they're overwhelmed, maybe possibly suffer from anxiety, depression, or other things like that.
It covers pretty much any type of animal. Currently on campus, I know we have everything from dogs to a ferret and a gerbil.
It's more of a medication type thing. It's not just for, personal reasons. It really is just to help people.
Emotional support animals can't really be taken anywhere on campus, whereas service animals, of course, they can be taken everywhere. We can't ask questions, we can't kind of dig in. And emotional support animals, there's more kind of conversation and approval process and things like that.
First, they go to the Office of Disability Accommodations. Then once they get approval, then they are, directed to contact me. Usually I contact them first, and I set up an appointment with them, and what we do, we go through a list of things that are responsibilities that they need to know in the protocols in having an emotional support animal in the halls.
They help give a purpose for you. So like for me, I struggle with depression, and he gives me a reason to get out of bed and do everyday tasks because I have to take care of something else instead of myself.
I think especially for residents that have tried other therapy plans or other medical needs and they haven't been successful, I think an animal can sometimes help for the fact that it requires them to do something, especially for our students struggling with anxiety and depression. It gives them something to focus on. They have to get up out of bed to take the animal out. They have to do certain things. So having to care for someone else can sometimes help the brain rewire itself for them to care for themselves as well.
Being allowed to have B be part of my every day is it's her purpose. And so she allows me when things are bad with school or things are bad with people in the house or just people in general, she's here for me because it's really hard to make your space in college anyway. And so, especially when you're sad and it can get really depressing in your dorm room.
The biggest misconception about ESAs, definitely either that they're a pet or that they don't do anything and that they're not trained animals, but they do have service animal in their title. So he is definitely trained to do specific tasks that I need him to do.
I do think they are necessary because it is a recognized form of treatment for certain issues, and saying they're unnecessary is similar in my mind to saying some people don't need medication.
As the stigma of mental health and all of that comes down, we're going to see an uptick in both service animals and ESAs, so they should be here for a while, whether we realized that or not originally.
ESAs do have a purpose. It just might not be what you expect it to be for, but they do have a purpose.
So what do you guys think? Let us know and make sure to follow us on social media. I'm Keisha G, and this has been Southern Summarized.